Hey Beth, it's GLO, and I want to say good morning and thank you for the questions. But I think if anybody watches this video, they're going to be a little bit surprised by what I say. Um, all of this is not directed just to you, dear. Last night, I blew a gasket about this game and the players on the jury and how I felt they were all probably going to look at me because I played so many games. So I need to own that I'm human and what I did. And it'll probably cost me the game, but I never felt like I had this jury's votes anyway. I found out so much stuff after the fact, like Heather wanted me at 5. I thought you were with me, and I'm not saying you're not. I thought you were with me too, but I found out that you were super, super close to Heather and Dom, and it almost broke my heart. But you know what? I don't feel bad about it because you never did do anything wrong to me. And in my heart, you were the final two, and at the end, when things changed, I kicked in trying to get Dom to go to final two. And Dom's not here because he wouldn't do it. And now I found out that Heather wanted me out at 5. And I've played so many orgs that this is what's bothering me. I'm not in the jury room, and it's not like we have an open live jury. And I think there's a lot of facts about me that people don't know. I can do challenges. I'm not good at Facebook challenges. But I can come out of the box sometimes, and it's not that I don't lay back and don't try, but I could never win a Facebook game on, the technical skills of playing all these type of games they have. So the only thing I really have in these type of games for me as an orger is my social skills and laying back, being the character that I am. And when I'm this character, this is really who I am. I am a comic. I'm all over the web as a comic, so I'm not fake on what I do. But then nobody can separate the brains behind the character. They never listen when I talk to them in chats that I've been a cop and a bounty hunter and been on the streets and guarded a president. Things that make me a strong, hard-willed character that had a dream to be on Survivor. Or I had a busted dream and my sister died, during the great interest of processing probabilities. So I blew the gasket last night, and I was just ticked off at every one of you. I think I was maybe even a little bit mad at you, Beth, when I found out how really close you were to Dom and Heather, and she wanted me out at 5. I wanted, Carolyn would have moved up the chain in a heartbeat had I known some stuff. But she's still the goddess at number 5. I play a game that's social. I try to not let the tribe or the house down, whatever you want to call it, by being a person that doesn't try. I always perform poorly in chat challenges because I'm not fast enough to type. But what I'm strong at is loyalty, smarts, brains, who's with who's strong, who's saying what to who about who, without bringing it all to the table and causing drama. If I can get to the 8th position in a game, then, if I'm not gone, it's time to make the moves. And that's what I did. Had I known some of the info, there would be other people that aren't sitting on the jury. And I don't know how to explain that to anybody. So anyway, what I'm going to tell you is, I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to have a prejudiced jury. Heather is going to probably win this game. And I can't come back and forth with y'all, because I'm not in the jury room talking. You asked me, my biggest move? My biggest move was my social game, trying hard in challenges, and then coming out in the end and doing what I had to do to take care of business. And I did it. I don't like being looked at like a dumbass, wacky old broad. I've got all the brains in the world. I've been called for TV. I just haven't been blessed to have a dream. Do I think people respect the social game or a strong competitive challenger? I think they're both 50-50. It depends on the character of who you are in a social game and the character of how you carry yourself when you're a challenge beast. If you do it with grace, you could get the higher percentile. I think my game was better than Heather's because I didn't have to cause a lot of drama. All of you told me you loved me. You put me on the block, all of y'all, more. I was graceful, pleasant, thought I was going to be gone, and then now I'm sitting here in finals and find out I was used for a pawn, which means all y'all thought I was a sucker, that I wasn't worth a shit, and that hurts. I deserved the game because if that's the way y'all looked at me, I got here and y'all didn't. And you know what? Juries hate when a woman is blunt and arrogant like me. So that's another reason I won't get votes. Oh, I just answered that question about being on the block sucked, but I was graceful. I sucked it up. I find out that I'm a sucker. I'm a pawn. People want me out. They just use me because they trust me and use me for a vote. It sucks, but I'm here. So I played a good game. Maybe not the way y'all like the game. And I'm telling you, this video is not going to make me win. It's going to hurt me because I'm blunt and I'm arrogant the way I look at juries. I hate prejudiced juries. But y'all are a great bunch of players. And I showed you what I could do in the end. You don't think I ever tried to win a challenge before the end? Well, if you think that, then you don't know me very well. Do I feel I have jury votes? Okay, no disrespect, Beth. I thought I might have yours, but I think you and Heather are really good friends. So Heather could very well get the jury vote, but I hope that my loyalty to you and the way I talk to you will give me your jury vote. I hope you'll love me for who and what I am, saying it to you strong, hit fast, knowing that most women, a lot of women can't take a strong woman telling them like it is. I know I was like that myself. If I could change one thing, what would I change? After the fact, I'm in Final 2, some of the info I found, there would be some people like Carolyn that would be higher up the chain, and possibly with more info from others had I had it, some others. I think some repositioning, and I think it was sad that people didn't separate Heather and Dom. And it kind of fell in my lap because Dom and I, we just like each other. But he was with Heather. He wasn't with me. But I kind of picked up on something one time where I thought you might be close to Dom and them because they liked you as much as I did. And I don't remember you saying that to me, and maybe you did. But anyway, no, I wouldn't change anything up too much except the after-fact info, and maybe my votes would have been different. My social game I can't change, and being, a force to be reckoned with like a firecracker at the end, yeah, that's me. Come on. I've been on the streets. I've been a cop and bounty hunter. I'm not a wimp. I can whip ass when needed. I hope I get all your votes, everybody. And I just can't be a wimp and beg any of you for your votes, because I blew a gasket last night at everybody. But I love you all. It's a great game, and may the best winner win. Bye. Love you, Beth. You should be sitting here with me, Beth, in Final 2.